I started to read the Book of Mormon um, starting from 3 years ago. Back then, I didn't read every book chapter, uh, but over time, I got to know better about the scriptures. Of course, with the help of the Sunday school and with the help of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints as well. One of my favorite stories um, in the Book of Mormon is the Nephites. After being prosperous for years, the Nephites started to be a little bit proud and started to be a little bit, even a little bit wicked as well, and started to make some of the mistakes, which eventually led to their self sabotage and self destroy. And um, we are we've seen stories of missionaries ministering to the Nephites. We've seen stories of the Qumran, the War of Qumran, and I'm still super impressed by the consequence, the result of that War of Qumran. It made me wonder, why this happened to the Nephites eventually. Why the Nephites had to go through um, this kind of consequence. And then I started to relate this story in the Book of Mormon to some of my daily experiences. This is the perfect message that the Lord reveals to us. The same thing that happened to the Nephites. Nephites used to be a very, very righteous tribe before they fell. And this thing, the very same thing, is happening to us and happening to me as well. And I work for a university in the Utah County, and I started more than 3 years ago, a little bit more than 3 years ago, after I got my PhD. And back then, I knew nothing about how to teach or educate students these days. I mean, I just got out of the PhD and just became a faculty in a university. It was hard. And, 1 or 2 years later, I realized that I'm just getting a little bit better at, teaching my student. And I'm just getting better. I know better about, the curriculum and about the classes I teach. I started to become a little bit proud as well. And there was a time when I was feeling a little bit proud for everything, for the things I've done, for the progress I've made. And that was the time when I started to, be the, proud guy at the workplace. When I feel like, I'm someone, I'm something, just because of everything I've done. And then I started to, and then in one of the classes in the Sunday school, our teacher was talking about the War of Qumran, which was pretty much the end story for the Nephites. And I was really, really astonished. I was really impressed by the ending story, the ending of that story. I was like, how can this happen to a ancient tribe that used to be so righteous? How can this happen to them? And then I started to ponder what led them to this story end. I started to self-reflect and think about myself. That's when I start to realize that we all go through those periods of, pride, and it's just great if we can stay humble, self-reflect, repent, and just like the prophet Russell Nelson said, we need to repent on a daily basis. If we can just repent on a daily basis of the things we've done, and be wary of, be aware of the proud moments we had, we're going to grow spiritually and progress towards Jesus Christ. So this story of the war of Qumran, this is indeed a story that just left me so impressed. And this is truly some of the best stories that I have learned by reading the Book of Mormon.